Hello, everyone. I'm DJ Skimmets from TwinTierSports.com, and with me today is Haley Lukefahr. Thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome. No, not a problem.
I understand you recently had a big announcement, a big to-do.
Yes, I recently signed for Virginia Tech for lacrosse.
Congratulations,
Thank
congratulations.
you.
Um, how do you feel about that?
I'm really excited to go to that lacrosse program. I think they're building a lacrosse program there. They didn't do as well as last year, but I think they're going to build it up in the next few years. So I'm excited to be a part of that.
And your position on the team would be?
Midfield. I'm a midfielder.
Okay. Now, you also play another sport. Tell me how your soccer season went this year.
I do play. I've played varsity soccer for the past 5 years, and we won sectionals actually when I got moved up as a seventh grader, and then we won it again my senior year. So I mean, it's really exciting to win when you first start and when you end. So it was a good start and finish.
Well, that's great. That's great to hear. Now, I talked to your mother earlier when we were scheduling this, and she said you also used to play some hockey. Tell me a little bit about the hockey.
I loved hockey. I was big. I was big on hockey, but from where we live, it's just hard to travel everywhere. I mean, it's not easy because you have to go to Massachusetts, Connecticut, all those places. It's a 4-hour drive every single weekend, and the training's really hard, and you have to stay on top of it. I mean, it was a big part of my life. I went to the national camp 2 years in a row. Only 5 forwards get to go, so I mean, it was a big accomplishment for me. But after those 2 years, I just realized it wasn't the sport for me. So I knew I wanted to concentrate on lacrosse.
So in lacrosse, does some of the stuff that you learned in hockey carry over into lacrosse?
Definitely, the sports are a lot alike, I think. But the training, it definitely came in handy from hockey going to lacrosse. So I think it did help me overall.
Now you don't get to check as much probably
No,
in
no,
lacrosse as you do hockey.
no, definitely not.
Tell me a little bit about how you train and some of the things that you do to stay in shape. And obviously, you must do some training to get things to the point where you need to be and perform like you should on the field. So what do you do?
Well, soccer did help me stay in shape for the fall season, but our coaches do have winter workouts that we do. We lift weights, we run, we do stick work. Stick work is a key part of lacrosse. You have to be good at catching, throwing. That's a basic part of the game, but we work on it all year round just to stay, just to keep going with lacrosse. You don't stop, so you just have to keep in shape, I guess.
So you play soccer, you play lacrosse. How do you mix in all that with school?
It's hard to balance. You have to work hard on the field and off the field. So I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. So you really have to be motivated and driven in order. If you want to play top at a top D1 college, you definitely have to work in schoolwork there. It's not easy.
So what will you be taking?
At Virginia Tech, there's a human nutrition, health, and science major, and from there, I want to go into physical therapy.
That's great. That's great. So I understand you have an older sister that is athletic too. Did she
Yes.
give you any tips?
She did. She also said to work hard. She's a very good athlete and a very good student. Very good student athlete. She's very smart. She double majored and somehow played D1 lacrosse and managed to do that, and now doing a 5th year accelerated program for nursing. So she's doing pretty well now, and now lacrosse isn't there. So she obviously knew that she wasn't going to continue with it, and she's someone I look up to definitely, and I think a lot of other people should too.
Your parents, they must play an important role. Your mom, she sounds like a sweetheart on the telephone. How have they helped you throughout your career?
They helped me so much. We started looking at schools my freshman year, and we just traveled all the time. I looked at least a dozen schools, and they weren't close. They were in Maryland area. They're down in Virginia. It was all over, and I even actually went out to California for a visit, and it's just they definitely helped me so much. Like I can't stress it enough. They made me where I am today.
Well, that's great to hear. Um, if you were to give some advice to some younger people, maybe a seventh or eighth grader, or a freshman, what would that advice be?
To never give up, keep working hard. If you want to go to a top D1 school, you definitely have to work hard. But if there's always a school out there for everyone. It may not be D1, it might be D3, D2, but it's you just have to work hard, whether you're going to school for lacrosse or just going academically, you definitely have to just work hard.
You've had a pretty good career. Does anything stand out? Do you have a highlight, a special moment that you'd like to share with us?
Not necessarily, but I mean, last year when we played West Jenny, it was just nobody expected us to actually keep it a good game, but we ended up going into double overtime, and they were ranked number 2 in the state, and we were ranked number 9, and we kept it a good game, and we ended up losing by 1, but what are you going to do? But we actually went up in the state rankings after that game, and our season was over, so I think we definitely shocked some people.
So, in the fall, you're going to say goodbye to the Corning Hawks. You've had a great career there. Will you certainly come back and see us from time to time?
Yes, of course. I'll come back.
Well, we wish you all the best, continued success. You exemplify the people that we're looking for at twintiersports.com. Good people on the field, good people off the field. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.